All right, Red and Whites, welcome back to the Ugly Inside. We're at the pub. We've watched Saints win 3-2 after 2-0 down. Clive, talk me through the game, mate.
I just can't describe it. I did predict 3-2, didn't I? But I didn't expect it in that way. I really didn't expect it in that way because at 2-0 down, you thought, well, okay, we're going to be a bit tight in the second half, but we ain't going to get it back from there. We can get back, and Liverpool's going to get another goal somewhere along the line, but fantastic.
Nick, talk us through Saints' first half performance.
It was absolutely appalling, I thought, from that. We were just giving things away. We didn't win the ball. We were second to every challenge. We didn't look to have any cohesion. There was just nothing there. It was a game of two halves, as they say. We were appalling in the first half. We were probably appalling in the first 10, 15 minutes of the second half. And then it just all went mad in the last 20, 25 minutes.
I think tactically in the first half, whenever the ball broke down in midfield, there was no cover for the defence. So it was almost like Liverpool's attack against our defence. And we looked really vulnerable, and it could have been worse. It could have been worse. Of course, let's not forget the penalty decision early doors, because that looked a blatant penalty and probably a sending off if he's given it, because Shane Long's last man. So that's really changed the game, and it's a sense of injustice which makes the victory so much more sweeter.
Of course, it had to be Lovren, didn't it, to take that long?
Yeah, I mean, Dejan Lovren's not the most popular man in Southampton. I mean, his head's, he's been in Liverpool for a while and up his own arse for a while.
He's the captain of the Titanic, I think, isn't he? I'd say.
He's not that popular. I mean, he's not even popular in Liverpool. That's the thing. They often describe him as the worst defender he's ever had, and he was taken off at half-time. Because he was an accident waiting to happen. It was a nailed-on penalty. The referee bottled it. But the officials were appalling for both sides because, Liverpool had scored a third. I mean, the first thing I always do when we concede a goal is look at the linesman. The linesman had nothing. The referee had waved it. Liverpool was celebrating. And someone went over and appealed to the linesman. He suddenly stuck his flag up for offside. And that changed the game a little bit. And, because we were struggling to come back from 3-0 down, that's for sure. We'd have only drawn 3-3 if that had happened.
Talk us through the second half, mate.
Fair play to Victor Wanyama because he came back and made a massive impact. What he did do was plug that gap in midfield and made us less vulnerable to Liverpool's attacks. Liverpool didn't really look like scoring second half. So first things first, you stop that and then you start slowly taking the game to them. Mane, he's gone goodness knows how long without a goal.
I think his last goal was against Liverpool.
Was it? Okay. Well, that's way back, isn't it? But he came alive. All of a sudden, he looked full of confidence. He looked like he was taking the game to them. And they looked vulnerable. I think possibly the fact that they'd had the game Thursday night helped us. But even at 2-0 down, you think, well, it's not going to have that much of an effect. But once the first goal goes in, you're in the game. So the important thing is stay in the game, don't concede, and in the last sort of 10 minutes, give it all you've got, which was what we did, and it worked fantastically. Substitutions worked well.
Yeah. Do you feel Wanyama should have started the game?
Well, no, I don't feel Wanyama should have started because he's been out. He's been out for, 5 games suspension. He's not played, and Jordi Clasie and Oriel Romeu and Stephen Davis have deserved their place in the team, and maybe have sent out the wrong signals if he'd have started. I mean, I think we got it wrong slightly. I mean, I'm surprised that Cedric Suarez isn't starting. I mean, Martina is an average player, and he gets forward a lot, but he can't cross the road, as they say. And both of their goals came from Martina being out of position. If you look at it back, Martina had surged forward and then was left nowhere, and we were caught at the back. And the problem is with playing Liverpool is it doesn't suit us to play them at home because their game is all about on the break. It suits us to play them at Anfield because we can sit back, we can soak in the pressure, and then we can go on the break. But at home, we're the team that's got to take it to them. And they've got lots of players, Lallana, Coutinho, who are tippy toes and, can use the ball. And that's what happened in the first half. But second half, we got back in it and done that. But I actually thought that we were going to get something out of that game. I sent a text to a lad I know in the away section who's down from Liverpool, and said, remember 2000 when we come back from 3-0 down? I said, I reckon that's going to happen today. This was at half time. He sent me one back, straight back, saying, not today, la, as they say, or lads, not today, lad. I must admit, when Mane missed the penalty, I wasn't too confident.
Now let's talk about Pella for a sec. A few fancy flicks in the first half. For me, he looks a bit lazy, but is he forgiven for his 20-yard strike to equalise?
Yeah, of course. And when Pella does these flicks high up the pitch, he's got a right to expect, OK, if the opposition get possession of the ball, he's got a right to expect some cover behind him, because actually the second goal came from Pella losing possession. And Liverpool broke very quickly. But that was what was missing, that glue in the middle of midfield. It just wasn't there today in the first half, but it was there second half. Thank God for that. I could say my biggest thing about today was the reaction of the crowd when the third goal went in. I haven't seen St Mary's rocking like that for a long time, probably since we came back from 2-0 down against MK Dons. Jonathan thought, fabulous moment. Well done, Saints. We are resilient. We just keep going.
And summarise things, who was your man of match today, Nick?
For me, you've got to look at several players. Virgil van Dijk, again, strong, big, when you need him to be. Victor Wanyama came in second half, had a perfect second half. He shouldn't have started, in my opinion, but he showed what he wanted. He wanted it, he was hungry. Graziano Pella, what can you say? Great goal, held the play up and done it. And, you know, he gets a lot of bad flack from some sections of support. I don't know why. Maybe some people couldn't forgive that he'd replaced Ricky Lambert. But he's what you need up front. He's a class player, and he's pulled back. And we have some magic moments against Liverpool. Clive will know, you know, when we came back from 3-0 down 15, 16 years ago. Quality moments. We've had some great games against them, and we always seem to. Obviously, this has killed the ghost of the 6-1 defeat now. We march on. We need a little bit of help in teams winning the FA Cup, but it gives us a chance. And this is still a great season. And if we win the games that we should win, we'll get more points than last season, and we might still be back in Europe again.
There you have it, guys. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe to the channel.
Well, I've been cursed because every home game so far this year I've come to, we've managed to lose. Every away game we managed to lose. So you go 2-0 down, they're streaking forward. Every time they go forward, they look like they're going to score. Unbelievable.